doing? Happy Monday. Welcome to another Health Highlight with myself, Darron Wallace. And today I have a brand new guest. We got Vicky. If you remember her, she was in the first season of our Health Highlight series. We were sharing different stories. Vicky, happy to have you back here on our kind of a newer style segment.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
All right, so what are we going to be talking about today? I know that we've kind of switched things up a bit. Last week we talked about CJ's podcast and why he started it. Today, I believe we're going to be talking about snacks, specifically snacks when you're traveling, when you're on the go.
Yep.
There's a lot of chatter in this room behind us about, this different type of snacks people like to get when they're on the go. So what are you going to be sharing with us today?
Well, I'm going to just share some tips that have kind of helped me. Definitely traveling is one of my big things. So I have kids that are in baseball, so we do a lot on the road traveling. And I work with a lot of people that have similar situations, going on vacations, that type of thing, and still staying somewhat on track with your foods, not going completely out of the box when traveling. I know it's always a challenge because easy things are the unhealthy snacks like chips, candy bars. You find that I know how to work a gas station pretty well.
So let's see. I see you've got a whole spread of snacks.
Yep.
So share with us, what are we seeing right now?
So some things that I typically do when I travel, whether I'm on the road or traveling on flights or anything like that, is protein powders are kind of my main go-to. So I'll usually, one of the big steps to traveling is just at first get a plan together. So most of the times I kind of think of how many days am I going to be out and away. So I'll bring protein powders and an empty shaker cup with me. I can grab waters at the gas station or in the flight.
Packed it for you.
Yes, we got single servings, and then two, sometimes I'll just do, if I have a flavor I like, in a little baggie. I'll do that. Other things I like, so I do look whether it needs to be refrigerated, if they have to be dry goods. Sometimes when I'm on the road, I'm able to bring a cooler, so I'll be able to pack like yogurts, that type of thing. They have little mini cottage cheese cups too. Ooh. So I always kind of go to the grocery store thinking, what is something that will work easy in my life that will be simple and is like a single serving. Right. So I found cottage cheese cups, I found little Greek yogurts, even down to little nut butter packets that I can take and bring with me.
One that I see that I'm actually pretty big on is these.
Yes.
I love these. What are the benefits of these? I know people like to talk about them a lot, but are there any specific reasons why these in particular are so popular, these little tuna packets?
One, they're convenient. So you don't have to use a can opener to open up the can. You simply open it up, grab a fork, and you can eat it out. There's different flavors, and with tuna, it is a really good source of protein. So I always look right here, this little packet alone has 18 grams of protein. Your protein here is about 25 grams, depending on the protein powder that you're using. And even with the Greek yogurts, you got 15 grams of protein. So that's kind of one of my go-tos, is to see that I'm getting a lot of bang for my buck with that.
You mentioned candy bars, bag of chips. We got some bars here, but they're not quite candy bars.
No.
What are these? What can people expect to see when I know like a lot of these gas stations nowadays, they have like a whole section for what looks like protein bars.
Yes, the gas stations have gotten a lot better. I've got protein bars these are ones I typically take while I'm traveling. I love the One bars. They don't taste as chalky. There are some that are a little chalkier tasting. The Power Crunch bars are really good as well. And then some of our favorites around here, if you like a candy fix, it's the No Cow with the chocolate dip on there. Still getting protein, some carbs in there with that. As far as little travel snacks to help with the protein goals.
And then it looks like last on our menu is we've got the bag. Everyone likes to get
trail mix.
Mixed bag.
Yes.
So trail mix is, I've heard some mixed reviews about trail mix, whether like it's too calorie dense or not enough nutrients and things. So where do you stand on that as far as a snack on the go?
Yeah, absolutely. So I do like trail mixes. Yes, you have to be careful with everything on portion sizes. So this is like a larger bag. What I would recommend is breaking this up before you go. So putting it in baggies like this. So what you're serving, your serving size in here is 1/4 cup. We tend to travel, and when we get on the plane or in a car, boredom sets in, and we tend to just take this whole bag and eat it the whole 3, 4, 8-hour trip that we're on. So I would recommend portioning out beforehand and just grabbing it. And then 2, when you're traveling, minus the food part, so you don't get bored, find something to do. Bring a book, you can listen to a podcast, bring a crossword puzzle, so you don't always have your hands in the food bucket.
And always, of course, you can drink some water, because water is always...
That was my last tip. So anytime you travel, my biggest thing with my clients is the nutrition. Yes, obviously want to try to stay on point as much as you can. My biggest goal that I set for my clients is try to hit your water goals. If you can do that, you've definitely been successful on your
Well,
trip.
there you have it. Thank you so
Yeah.
much, Vicky. These are just some suggestions for snacks while you're on the go, when you're traveling, because it's always important to try and stay within your goals, even when you're on the road. And of course, don't stress, even if you maybe eat a little bit too big of a serving of some nuts, or maybe you don't have the protein bar that you try to get at the gas station. Not a big deal at the end of the day.
Seek and you will find.
Yeah, absolutely. So that's been this week's edition of Health Highlight. Thank you, Vicky, for joining me.
Thank you.
And of course, as always, like I always tell you guys, you can watch the Fit and Healthy Sioux Falls podcast hosted by CJ Workham, or you can go to siouxfalls.fit to see all the blog posts and the new episodes of the podcast that come out every single week. Thanks for watching, and we will catch you guys next time.